everyone, this video is about acids. Acids are definitely a bit tricky, but don't worry, they're not too bad. So what an acid is it's just a compound that starts with hydrogen. It's a molecular compound. So it's going to be a bunch of nonmetals, but it basically just starts with hydrogen. So there's two types, binary acid, which is two elements, and the first one's going to be hydrogen, and then the second is going to be any nonmetal except oxygen. Oxygen will be in the tertiary acids, but not in binary. So when you name these, so it's going to be the prefix hydro plus the element root plus ic, then acid, and this is all one word. So for example, H2SE, that is hydroselenic acid. If you're writing it from the name, hold on, let me find, okay, say you're writing it from the name, hydronitric acid. Well, you know you have an H, and then nitr is nitrogen. But hydrogen is 1 plus. Nitrogen is 3 plus. 3 minus, sorry. 3 minus. It's a nonmetal. And so those don't cancel out. So on acids, you do have to be careful of the charges. So you need to switch. So that gives you H3N. So that's binary acids. Those are the only ones where you're going to be using hydro. So that's the key to keep in mind. So next you have ternary acids. There might not be an R there. I don't think there's an R. I know. I cannot spell. That's okay. Ternary acids. Can't all be good at anything. So these are 3 elements. And so this is going to be hydrogen, another element, and then oxygen. And so in this other metal, oxygen is going to come from your ion chart a lot of the times, because when you name these, you forget about the hydrogen. You don't name the hydrogen. And then you just name this polyatomic ion, but you change the ending. So if it ends in 8, it's going to now become ic. And the way to remember that, Miss Mock came up with this, I cannot take credit, but I ate it and it was icky. So 8 turns to ic. An example, so let's do NO3. So NO3 is nitrate. So when we name this acid, we don't name the hydrogen, we just change nitric acid. This 8 comes ic, and that's the name of it. If you have ite polyatomic ions, they're going to become us. So bites are then maybe something like that. It comes us. You don't need to write it out. You can just say it in your head. So an example of that, like N2. So NO2 is nitrite. So again, you don't name the hydrogen. This just becomes nitrous acid. That it comes us. So those are the tertiary elements. If you go from the names, so say like phosphorus acid. So we know us is ite. So it is, go look at the ion chart and find phosphite, which is PO3, 3 minus, then we have to tack a hydrogen on, which is plus, switch, and so that gives you H3PO3. So yeah, that's not, you just need to go find it on the ion chart, switch it. So that's kind of it for acids. I think I'll tack bases on here too, because they're pretty quick. Don't need a whole nother video. So a base, for today, these are strong bases, and just for naming them at the level we are right now, it's just going to be a metal plus hydroxide. That's how you're going to name them. And hydroxide is just HO minus. So this is an ionic compound. So you just put the metal and then add on, so 2 words, but add on hydroxide. So like NaOH is sodium hydroxide. That's it. If so you had aluminum hydroxide, Al, and then remember, aluminum's 3 plus, OH is minus. So you do Al, and then you need that parentheses when you put the subscript if it's a polyatomic ion. Because if you don't, then that just looks like you have 3 hydrogen, but you don't. You have 3 hydroxides. So those parentheses are very important when you're doing a polyatomic ion that needs a subscript. And the way to remember, it's a base. If you're looking and you're trying to figure it out, O, because that's that ending, it's a base. So that's it for acids and bases. They're not too bad. Remember, if it's binary, a hydrogen and another nonmetal, that's just going to be your hydroic acid. Tertiary, it's going to be a hydrogen and something else with an oxygen. It becomes ic, it becomes us, and then base is just going to be a metal and a hydroxide. So that's it. Thanks so much.